friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. So this is going to be episode 6 of City Girl Chronicles, but this is going to be part 2 of Love After Lockup. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram to do the polls when I'm trying to decide which video to do next and things like that. So let's just jump right into this video. So on the last video, if you have not seen Love After Lockup Part 1, the intro, you need to watch that first because you're going to be like kind of lost. So the last time I was talking, it was about me getting a Wingstop. And when I went back to his house with Wingstop, he wasn't answering the phone and I didn't know his door number. So the next day he texted me and he was like, "You got my Wingstop?" Like, first of all, can I get an apology for you ignoring me last night? Like, you trying to act like last night didn't happen. Like, he has this big problem with acting like things didn't happen and trying to ignore them instead of talking about the elephant in the room. So I'm just like, bro, like, I'm so done with you. Why would you do that to me? What's going on? He was like, "Oh, I fell asleep." As we can see in the first episode, he has a tendency of falling asleep. So I'm like, whatever. Like, I know you lying, whatever. So after that, he's like, "Can you bring my Wingstop?" I said, "It's gone. Like, I'm not getting you no more Wingstop." Y'all, it was sitting in my refrigerator and he wasn't getting it. I don't care. I'm not giving it to him. And he had a drink, the drink all watered down. I was just so irritated with him. So after that, I probably didn't talk to him for a couple days and we ended up talking. And he told me, like, you know, just something came up that I wasn't expecting, like, whatever. So I'm just like, I have no clue in the world what it could possibly be. Because I didn't know that he was still, like, dealing with anybody. Like, I didn't know none of that. So I'm just like, whatever. So we move on and we end up getting like close. I end up going over there one day. He's like, you know, just come over here. I go over there, we chilling. And I end up falling asleep over there. Like I always do, be falling asleep. But it wasn't a big deal because I lived next door to him. So when I had woke up or whatever, I went home and, you know, he texted me. Like we just really kept in contact and we was like building a friendship. Even though what happened when he was in jail, like, yeah, I guess you could say it was jail talk now. But we were just building a friendship with each other. And we would see each other probably 4 times out the week. Like, it was rare for us not to see each other. Whew, okay. What happened next? So, as we're spending time with each other, we started, like, wanting to do things with each other. As far as going out to eat. Like, he became my best friend. At this point, we're best friends. And we're going out to eat. We're going go-karting. Like, we're doing a lot. Like, you would think that he was my boyfriend as much time as I was spending with him. And when I say we're going out to eat, I mean we're going out to eat. Like, we going out spending $250 going out to eat. Like, we was eating good. We was living good. We was comfortable with what we had going on. At the time, his car was messed up when he got out. So, he needed to get a haircut. I skipped this part a little bit, but it's just throwing it in there, like something that's important. So I would take him to get his haircut. Well, I would ride with him to get his haircut. Like he'll drive, I'll ride with him, like in my car. And he'll get a haircut. He would run errands in my car. I would sit in the passenger seat. Like this man was driving my car, y'all. And then it came to the point where I would just let him take my car. As long as he put gas in my car, I didn't care. Because y'all know times is getting hard. So as long as you put gas in my car, take it if you want to. Like, I was straight. Like at this time things was just so good. Like this was such a good life. So after that happened, we were, like I said, we're getting really close and we started like back catching feelings for each other. You know, we just started liking each other. I guess you could say we started talking. So one day I could say one night I had a dream that he had a girl pregnant. And I'm just like, this is kind of weird, like, for me to have this dream. So I brought it up to him. And I was like, you know, I had this weird dream that you got a girl pregnant. Like, do you have somebody pregnant? He was like, no. And I'm just like, okay. So after that, I'm just like, you know, I need to distance myself from this guy because something is not right. So I told my friends, the ones who knew him, I was like, yeah, I had this weird dream like he had a girl pregnant. And they was like, yeah, that's weird. Like, mind you, they know him. They've known him longer than me. So they're just like, yeah, that's weird, right? Y'all already know where this story is going. And we're just going to get there real quick. So one day he calls me. I really didn't want to include this conversation. But if we're being real, he calls me and he's like, you know, I just got a phone call from this girl I know saying that she got something. And I'm just like, okay, what are you calling me for? Like, that's something y'all need to get figured out. So he telling me about it. And mind you, we're really cool. So then he starts like, I feel like he's trying to accuse me of something. And I'm just like, no. Like, no. Like, that's just not, that's not me. Like,
that lifestyle.
I don't want to go too much detail about it because that's not my place. But, and it's normal. It's normal. Don't get me wrong. It's normal. But that wasn't me. So I'm just like, well, I'm finna go check this out. Till then, don't talk to me no more. Like, just leave me alone because you got too much going on. But the thing about it that really caught my attention was he said that she went to the OBGYN and found this out. So I'm like, I'm having dreams that a girl got a baby on the way. And then you tell me this. So she's at the OBGYN. She probably found out she was pregnant, which made her go. And that's when she found this out. Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying with this? So that's what I asked him again. Do you have a baby on the way? Like, is somebody pregnant? And he's just like, no. Okay, cool. So I get my stuff figured out. Ain't nothing wrong with me. So then I'm like, I told him like, screenshot, here you go. So you figured out between you and her. You figure that out. That don't got nothing to do with me. But it's still in my head that this girl is pregnant. I didn't know what girl it was. I knew it wasn't his ex-girlfriend. And I just was like, I had no idea who could be. I didn't know if it was a new girl he was dealing with. But it was kind of weird because it's like I said, me and him was dealing with each other. And yeah, he knew that I was like, you know, I would entertain other guys, but he never told me he was entertaining other girls. So it's just like, you keeping secrets. Anyway, now you got to tell yourself now, but it's just like, you should have been told me that you was dealing with somebody and whatever you had going on, because last time I checked, I was the one putting money on your books when you was in jail, not her. So after that, I texted him one day and I asked him again because he was texting me and I'm like, do you have a baby on the way? He just ignored it and said something else, like went on from topic. I said, why are you not answering my question? And he was like, no. So I'm like, okay. At this point, I'm still thinking he do. He's sworn up and down that he doesn't. So, like, at the time, me and him did, like, we wasn't going out to eat no more and stuff like that for a little bit. Like, we was just kind of, like, taking a step back. Eventually, he ends up telling me. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how he told me. I don't know if he called me or if he told me in person. But it didn't really hurt my feelings. It just was, like, more so a stab in the back. And he was, because I knew this was going to mess up with everything we had going on. Like, our goals with each other, like, not as far as being together, but as far as, you know, making money together. Because at the end of the day, that was our main priority with each other, was whatever we doing, we're going to make sure that we making money. And adding another person into the equation will really mess up what we have going on. Like, you're not going to be able to focus with this situation. So he ends up telling me that he has a baby on the way. And I'm like, okay, so when I asked you why you didn't tell me, he said that he didn't know. So let's go back to when she found out. This just, throughout the whole process, dealing with this girl and him, I'm like, if you found out you had something, I didn't have nothing. You have this, I don't have nothing. And this is somebody who is similar between us. Who did you get what you had from? Who did you get that from? Because is it a possibility that this is whoever gave you whatever you had is your baby daddy? This was my hopes that he was not the father of the baby. I'm not gonna like hold y'all up. I don't know if that's his baby, but I mean, I can't say that it's not his baby because I wasn't there. I don't know what they had going on. He told me like how she got pregnant and all this stuff, but again, I'm not even gonna sit here and tell all his business because that's not my place, and I don't need him calling me a snitch again after what just recently happened with her texting my phone, which is, we're gonna talk about that in like part 3 because she need a whole story time for herself. Y'all, this man is just too much drama. Like, overall, he's just too much drama. So let's just like talk more about me and him and her coming into the equation. So at this point, now he's sneaking around with me. And she knows I exist, I know she exists, and it's like, I'm not finna be in competition with nobody who got a baby. I really don't care, but I'm not finna change what I'm doing and mess up my bag when this dude is taking me out to eat, making sure I'm good. I'm not finna mess that up because of you. You should just not do what you did. Like, nobody told you to get pregnant. And mind y'all know how old he is. Why'd you get pregnant by him? Huh? Why would you do that? So it's just like, I'm dealing with him. He got all this drama with her. She's stressing him out. And when he's stressed out, he want to talk to me. Because like I said, we are best friends. Like, this is my bestie. That's why his nickname is Bestie. Because we're like best friends. So it's like, y'all, my close friends were seeing everything that was going on in real time. So it's just like, I'm not finna stop being best friends with him because he made a stupid mistake. Let's just be honest. So I'm going along with this. She, at this point, not having said anything to me. And I haven't said anything to her. Like, I've never said anything to her. That's not my place. So it wasn't until this day where I found out how she looked. So we was in the car together, and he's on the phone with his friend, and he said her name. And she doesn't have a really common name. So I looked her up on Instagram, and I found her, and I said, I must have the wrong person. Like, I must have put up the wrong person. Bro, this girl, no. I just feel like you was so out of her league. Like, I just couldn't believe it. Like, I'm not even a hater. Like, I'm gonna be real. If I see a dude who got a pretty baby mama, I'm like, oh yeah, baby, I'm pretty or whatever. But I don't ever get serious with dudes who got pretty baby mamas. Like, any dude I mess with that I was serious with and they got a baby, they baby mama is ugly. Like, I'm gonna just be honest. So I wasn't expecting her to be ugly, but I wasn't surprised. So I'm just like, you know, whatever. I don't even tell him that I know what she looked like. Until one day we were talking about her, like, because he started getting more comfortable about the situation. We just began to accept that he had a child on the way. And he would tell me, like, the hurtful things he would say to her. And I'm not going to repeat them because, once again, that's not my place. But all I'm going to say is my baby daddy is not going to sit and call me ugly and say that I'm not talented. My baby daddy ain't going to say that about me. That's all I'm going to say. And quite frankly, I could have just made this video bashing them, but I didn't. Because they really did try me. Like, I wasn't going to post this video at all. I wasn't going to do the story time at all. But this is what happened when you cross me. Like, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to do story time. Like, because this is entertaining. So, after, you know, I found out who she was. We didn't stop doing what we was doing. Like, we would be at work. She'd be at work. He would be me. I'm just being honest. I wasn't like a side chick because I didn't care. Like, I wasn't in my feelings about him, and he wasn't my main dude. Like, it was never that. Like, we was just best friends. Like, simple. That's what you want to call it. That's who we were. Still spending time together. And then one day, I realized it was getting domestic between them. Domestic, man. So me and him had plans to go to the spa. And he pulls up and he's like, all scratched up and stuff. His shirt is all like ripped, and I'm just like, what happened to you? Like, you look like you got beat up. But I was joking. And he was like, yeah, she was mad because, mind you, he be raising her other child too, I guess. I don't know what they got going on. But the baby car seat was in the back seat, and I seen it before. That's when I first started questioning. That was before I found out she was pregnant. I seen a kid's car seat in the back seat, and he has a little sister, but she's not that young. So I'm just like, whatever. And he ends up taking out the back seat one day. I didn't care. I didn't notice, like, whatever. But when he went back with her, she saw that he took it out the back seat. And she was like, you had a girl up in here, like, why you take my car seat out the back seat, basically. But I didn't know that they were still messing around. I thought it was just a situation as to where, you know, we not serious. This happened, you know, we're going to just be adults about the situation. But they're still, like, together. They was I love you type together. I didn't know that. I mean, do it really make a difference to me? No, because you know this not your man. So that's a side point, y'all. So anyway, she ended up like putting her hands on him and all this stuff, and just a whole bunch. And I'm just like, you know, I'm always, one thing about me, I'm gonna be his peace. That's where you lose him at. You need to be his peace. Quit doing too much. So I'm like, you know, we really should still go to the spa. Like, you need to relax. Like, we should go to Lost and Found. I think this was the first time I had taken to Lost and Found. Well, he drove. I didn't drive. He drove and paid. So I'm just like, you know, we should go to the spa still. Like, I know this was a lot, but you need to relax. So what we do, we went to the spa. I said, go home. He took a shower, cleaned up. We went to the spa. We went out to eat. And we just had some good vibes. So after that, time progressed. And now she's finding out the gender of the baby. He didn't go to the doctor's appointment. I don't know why. Like, maybe because me and him was together the night before. And then we was still together that morning. I don't know. But she calls him. And she was like, it's a boy or something like that. And I'm just laying there and I'm like, I'm just glad it ain't a girl. Because I don't like dudes who have little girls. I don't know. I just feel like a boy is easier and it's just easier for me. So it's like, I'm just glad it wasn't a girl. So after that happened, you know, she started to like get more comfortable now that she was further along in her pregnancy. And she started to feel like she could come at me sideways. But before we get there, let's go back to why he didn't really answer the door or why he didn't answer the phone when I had the Wingstop. Come to find out, his girlfriend was living with him. They were living together at the time. When he went to jail, they were living together. That's why I couldn't go over there. That's why I had to go all the way to the other apartment because they were together. I didn't know that. So when I went over there, they were no longer together. That's why I was able to go over there. I don't think I had said that already. If I said that already, well, I'm saying it again. So after this happens, like I said, the baby mama is getting more comfortable. And when I say comfortable, I mean comfortable. Like popping up at his house comfortable. She popped up, probably twice. I was only there once though, but I ended up leaving. And one time she was like, I'm about to be on my way type pop up. And another time she popped up and it was another girl there. So I'm going to tell y'all that story. I wasn't there. But I'm going to get more into that as well about when she popped up on him and another girl. Because like I said, this is my best friend. Like, we're very open with each other as far as communicating. Well, we were best friends. He's not my best friend anymore. Like, let me make that clear. So, yeah. In the next episode, we're going to talk about how his baby mama got baby mama drama. Like, we're going to talk about baby mama drama. I never dealt with baby mama drama until I had to deal with her. And she be watching my page. So I hope this video put her into labor so they can find out if that's really his baby. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn your notifications on, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you on my next video. Oh, and I'm going to have the receipts. Bye.